Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. I hope that you all are having an incredible day today. I know that for anybody who is new to crypto or has been pretty much buying for like the last, month or so, is probably feeling a little stressed out right now. Probably panicking a little bit, which is totally, I understand. But at the end of the day, I just want to say, it's time to kind of step away. Don't look at the portfolio for a little bit and just kind of, wait, because right now patience is a virtue. And I will say this, it's better to keep calm at this moment because we are dealing with one of the deepest corrections that we've seen for a very long time, actually. And even if we look at this, so we'll look at the Bitcoin chart first because that's what's kind of most important right now. So realistically, I said zoom out, right? I said zoom out on Twitter because we still look good. Even with this deep correction down into, this is saying 28,000. I don't think that that is correct fully because I don't think that we broke below 30K. It just might be a chart error overall because it actually might just be Binance that's pretty much saying this because I didn't personally see 28K. Maybe if I look at Coinbase, it would be different. So yeah, Coinbase is showing about 30K flat. Of course, some are completely different. Now, overall, what does this dip say? We did touch the 30K mark. We actually hit it flat on Coinbase. Now, of course, like I said, most exchanges are different. Now, this 30K mark here is actually very important to me. I would like to stay above 30K overall, but in one of my first videos on this channel, I was calling for 38K. I wanted to see 38K get hit faster than what we were expecting, because that was back in pretty much the beginning of March when we got this dip down to 43K. I wanted 38K to be hit there and cleared. And the reason why, my bad, sorry about that. Let me go back. And the reason why I wanted that mark to be hit is because that would mean that this correction that we just seen here down to 28K, or 30K I should say, was pretty much over back here. Now we stretched it out for pretty much almost 2 whole months, and we finally got the correction done with. Now, do I believe the bottom is in? 100%. I don't think that we're going to break down too much more from here. We'll probably zigzag trade a little bit before going much higher. But overall, I just want to stress the idea that this was purely needed. This was healthy. This was 100% needed. There's no need to really panic at this point. I understand if we look at, stuff like XRP, breaking down even past 80 cents down to 75 cents. Now, of course, this is Binance, so the dip was deeper on Binance. I seen 85 cents as the low for Uphold. Again, all exchanges are a little bit different, but overall, it is around the same level. We hit 75 cents. This is saying here, but hey, we are back up to already $1.20 almost. So it's over almost 50 cents of an increase in price already. And even if we look at HBAR, because again, you guys already know that I'm very bullish on HBAR. I still remain very bullish. I just want to make sure that I stress that point. But as I mentioned, if we broke 25 cents for HBAR, we go lower. 28 cents was a good support level. Once that was broken, we aimed for that 25-cent range. Once 25 cent was broken, we pretty much went as low as we did here, which was down to 15 cents on Binance. Now, of course, I want to stress the idea that this was healthy. This was needed. There's no need to panic. And trust me, if I think that the top is in, or if I think that we're entering a bear market, you guys will 100% know. That is for anybody that is following me on Twitter or a part of my Discord. I can't update you guys immediately on YouTube, but if you guys follow me on Twitter and if you guys are in the Discord, they're both down in the description. It's free. I'm not charging you at all. I will 100% announce and tell you, hey, I think that the top is in. I'm sold out. I liquidated all my assets. I am out. I will tell you guys that. I'm not going to lie to you and say, hey, you guys should be buying right now when Bitcoin's at like 100K or something like that. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I will never tell you guys to buy into a pump. When something's all the way up, here at 45 cents, that's not where you buy. You buy, here. Or even at the bottom of this, I said that this was a great entry point here. But the thing is all exchanges went down during this time, which is absolutely terrible. I already mentioned that on Twitter. I said it's absolutely terrible. It's disgusting that, these exchanges are bringing in millions and millions of dollars, especially Coinbase. I do want to mention Coinbase because Coinbase is bringing in a ton of money in terms of noob investor fees on Coinbase Regular. Now, Coinbase Pro has a lot more lenient fees. It's actually a lot cheaper to move crypto on Coinbase Pro, but you still need to utilize Coinbase itself for most transactions. Now, the thing with Coinbase is that they're bringing in a ton of revenue, okay, and their exchanges are continuously down. I mean, I couldn't get onto Coinbase Pro or Coinbase itself to even buy the dip. So, I personally, and I will be honest, like I said, I'm going to be transparent here. I was not able to buy the dip. Am I buying here? 100%. HBAR is absolutely undervalued at these levels. XRP, am I buying here? Yes, 100%. I will still enter XRP. Even though I accumulated all the way back, in these low levels down here at 17 cents or even 11 cents, I will still continue to buy XRP here because I know what it is. I know the utility factor. These are still bullish assets. I am not too concerned. When Bitcoin hit down to, 30K, was I concerned? Absolutely not. In my mind, mentally, I was like, all right, I'm preparing for it. I know exactly what happens after this because even if we compare this, right, we compare this even to the 2020, if we go back to March in 2020, we compare the same drop in price. So let's zoom out a little bit here. So if we go back to this, this was the COVID dip. Now, everybody who knows, or whoever was in crypto, I should say, realistically, knows about this dip because this was crazy. I mean, this was insane. Everything crashed. Everyone was panicking here as well. So let's look at it. We topped a little bit at 10K. We'll just do the 10K mark, or even if we want, we could kind of use this pinpoint here because this is where it kind of all started. So 9,200 realistically, give or take, down to about the lowest point here, which was that 3,800 mark. That is a 58% decrease in price. Now, of course, I just want to stress the idea that yes, this was insane. This was absolutely terrifying for a lot of individuals. We got a ton of good buys here. But I just want to stress the idea that off of this 58% dip that was having everyone panicking, they thought it was over. Bitcoin was touching $3,000. Everybody thought it was game over there. But if we zoom out here, you could see that once that happened, we were on an upward trend, and we continued that bullish upward trend all the way up to our highs of 60K plus, and that's where we were just trading at recently. Now, I want to stress the idea that this dip here was only about 54% of our top point. Even if we go from our full top and we come down here to the bottom, it was basically about 54%. That is nothing, guys. I just want to stress the idea that this is essentially the same exact dip that we got back in COVID of March of 2020. And I just want to stress the idea that we see what happened after. We see, I mean, this whole, pattern here from back here to here was that same exact move up. I just want to stress the idea that even if we look at this from a percentage-wise, that increase to 64K was about a 1,500% increase in price. If you guys can't see that because this was in the way, I apologize. But for the most part, 1,500%. If we do another 1,500% from our current price point, from our bottom here at 30K, I just want to stress the idea that that is well over our targets of 200K. Now, do I think that we do another 1,500% from here? Absolutely not. I don't think it's possible. Like I said, my top point is 75 to 85K, and it still remains that. Do I think that we go to 100K plus? Sure, we probably could. But overall, that's my personal targets overall. Now, I do want to stress the idea that my targets on HBAR still remain $3 to $6 conservative. Now, with that being said, those are my conservative targets. Now, my unrealistic, but still kind of realistic, if I am going to be honest, is $10 plus. And the reason why I say that is because the utility factor is there 100% for HBAR. We already went over Hedera, what it does. We already know the use cases of Hedera, why I'm so bullish on HBAR overall. And the reason why I think that we could hit that $10 range is because look at how long we've been in consolidation. Now, this is back in March. The topping point in March was 45 cents. This is March 15th now. We're already going into almost June now. It's been a full 2+ months now, a little over 2 months actually, that we've been consolidating, trading sideways. A lot of people are already frustrated. They don't even want to look at it. They're done with HBAR. They want to sell. I just want to stress the idea that if we look at MATIC, all right, and we already know MATIC. I love MATIC. I told you guys about MATIC. It's an incredible opportunity to really, see life-changing gains with even MATIC. And I told you guys about how good of a hold this was. I mentioned it so many times. Everybody was stressed out about it. They were frustrated because, look at, again, we traded sideways. It did take a little bit over a month. It didn't take 2 months. But I want to stress the idea that, yeah, we traded sideways for 1 whole month. And the pump that happened after that was nearly over 600% of an increase in price point to get to that $2.80 range. Now, I want to stress the idea that if we did a 500% increase in price from our current level on HBAR, right? So even this price point here, we did a 600% increase in price, it would put us to about, so the same exact, we'll just do like 650% overall. It would bring us to about $1.80, right? $1.79 flat if we did the same move that MATIC just did. And I want to stress the idea that there's real, and MATIC is an incredible opportunity also that I stressed on this dip to really buy. Because we went all the way down to almost $1 flat, and we're already trading at $1 or $2.11. Incredible. MATIC, I'm very bullish on. I will remain long-term holding it. And for anybody else that got in down at these levels, congratulations. You guys are making a ton of cash. Remember, always take profit. I don't care what anybody else says. Profit is profit at the end of the day. If you were holding $500 and you made $500 off of, $100, that's still good profit. I just want to stress the idea that profit is profit in this game. Always take profit when you can. It's not a bad thing to sell a little bit to gain some profit. But nonetheless, I want to stress the idea that I think that we are ranging to go at an incredible rate because we could technically double the push up from MATIC on HBAR. We could go to technically, we're looking at it realistically, we can go to $3.40+ on this next push up if the volume is there because we've been consolidating for so long. The same thing happened with XRP. I want to stress the idea that we were trading sideways for, I mean, if we look at this, this is the February, pump. This was like kind of the, Wall Street bets kind of pump that people were talking about. Then we came down and traded sideways from all the way back in the beginning of February to pretty much the beginning of April, which is another 2-month, flow before we pumped all the way up to $1.95 or $1.98. Apologies. But nonetheless, we traded sideways and we got that pump up. And I just want to stress that that's the same thing that we're seeing with HBAR. So if anybody is getting a little bit frustrated with HBAR, they're getting impatient, I want to stress the idea that we are coming very close to the pump up. And I want to just take a second out because I see a lot of comments and I see a lot of people saying on my HBAR videos or XRP videos, HBAR's going nowhere. It's been trading at this price for so long, it can't even get past 30 cents. I want to stress that don't listen to these individuals that are continuously fudding on projects like HBAR. We've seen it with XRP. Everybody hated XRP. They didn't want to touch it. All of a sudden it hits $1 and everybody's like, oh man, I missed out. I should have bought into XRP, because they thought that with an SEC lawsuit, this was never going to see $1 plus again. And I will stress the idea that we are going to see $10+ for XRP, and I don't want to hear anybody FUD it, because it's 100% going to happen. Now, it's not guaranteed, so technically I shouldn't say 100%. I just think that we are going to see $10 this bull run. We've already did the TA on it. We already seen it. We already know that $3.84 is the all-time high right now. Once we pass that and go into price discovery, we already know what XRP does. We already know what it's going to be used for. It's going to be the bridge asset for CBDCs. Anybody that says that it's not, they obviously didn't do their research, because we already know what HBAR is going to be used for. The trust layer for the CBDCs. If HBAR is being the trust layer for CBDCs to make them more secure, more stable, XRP will have to bridge them, because XRP and the XRP ledger does incredible things to scale financial systems at a pretty much feeless and a much faster way that we are used to now. But the dollar index has been going up a little bit. We are at 89.85. We were very low at some points here. So the dollar is increasing in price, but overall I still think that this is going to go much lower. I still think that we are in a bull run. It's not, this isn't a bear market. This is to shake you guys out. Weak hands will sell. I'm sure a lot of weak hands already sold, but I just want to say we are still early in this bull run. And anybody in this bull run right now that is, thinking that they're a genius, spitting, oh my God, like this is going to pump up, It's so easy to say that about anything in this market, because this is a bull market. We know that things are going to move. But if people cannot put a price tag on their moves up, there's no point in listening to them. I see it all the time. I mentioned it even on Twitter. You have these, noob investors that are coming into this space that don't even know about blockchain. They don't even know what blockchain does. They don't even know about crypto. They're spitting saying ADA is going to $100 plus because of this, that. And it could be argued that a lot of people are saying that about XRP and stuff, but overall, ADA does not have a project behind them since 2017, and I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it on my Facebook feed that, it's people that don't even know about crypto overall, and they're still saying that ADA is like the best investment since Bitcoin at 6 cents. And I just want to stress the idea that when you're seeing people coming out of, the woodwork essentially talking about crypto, when for a fact they don't know anything about it, you could pretty much guarantee that we're going to get a dip. And we got that dip. Those types of people probably sold. They thought that the world was ending. It's all panicking. And we know what's next. We seen it. We seen it from the past dips here. I mean, look at this dip on a scale, on a zoomed out scale. You can't even see that dip. It looks like nothing because we are seeing this. So this dip might look like this now, but I could guarantee you almost that it's going to be just like this, where you're not going to see it. It's going to be something so minuscule on the chart compared to what our next move up is going to be like. And I just want to stress the idea that this chart is very similar. Overall, this is very similar to this, but also the 2017 and 2018 bull run as well. We are still in this bull run. We're still looking good. For anybody that is concerned, message me on Twitter, pretty much replying to my tweets as well, saying that, they're concerned. They think that the bull run's over. This is no dip. I just want to say this is a healthy correction. This is a healthy pullback. 54% pullback allows us to move much higher. So the 75 to 85K topping point for me personally, yeah, it might get invalidated, but overall, that's where my topping point is. Hate me, love me, it doesn't matter. But nonetheless, guys, this has been Nick. I hope that you guys stay calm, collective, and guys, remember, stay vigilant. Do not sell when they want you to sell. Sell at the top. Don't sell at the bottom. Never sell at a loss unless we are going into a bear market. We are not in a bear market yet. I will tell you guys if we're in a bear market or when we're getting close to the bear market. I will tell you when I sell as well. If you guys follow me on Twitter and join the Discord, they're both free. And the only reason why I tell you guys to do that is not to grow my audience base or anything like that. It's to help you guys. I want to help as many people as I possibly can, and I truly mean that. I do not mean that just to gain subscribers or anything like that. I want to help you guys make money. Trust me, I do. It's why I do this. I'm not making any money right now. For the most part, yeah, my YouTube just got monetized, but I'm not making money yet, and it's not a big deal to me overall. I just want to make sure that I'm helping as many people as possible make money off of this, because I know from a personal standpoint how hard life could be, when you're not financially stable. So nonetheless, this has been Nick. I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. I'm always giving out free knowledge, as I mentioned. And yeah, we're in a bull market. We're ranging to go to the moon. And this has been Nick, guys. I hope you guys are all staying safe. Please stay calm. Please collect yourselves. If you guys have to, disconnect a little bit. Do not look at the portfolio. Watch a movie, play video games, do something productive, just anything. But keeping your eye on this, because I know that this time could be very stressful. But nonetheless, guys, this has been Nick.